confident to the outside world, not caring what they think. It's not completely true. I do care, which I hate. I have lived with some protection from the tabloid press because I'm still at uni, although they broke some of that pact with the way they hunted Bella last year. I'm grateful that my cousin Xander and my Uncle Arthur put them on notice after that. It has cut down on some of the paparazzi. Apparently, words from the Prince of Wales and the King have some weight, but it didn't end all of it. Nor does it stop people from taking my picture and posting it on social media. Of course, I lift my chin, stare straight ahead, and walk with confidence. I can handle what is thrown at me now. Though I know I'm still protected because I'm at uni, so it's a bit of a false reality. The gloves will be off next year when I graduate, and somehow I have to find a way to face it. I know I'm beyond privileged to never have to worry about money or having a roof over my head. I've had life experiences most people can only dream about. My parents, despite their issues with each other, love me. I have the best sisters and cousins a girl could ever want, and I'm deeply grateful for all of that. But that doesn't mean I can't still feel lost. And that's why I'm here at Balmoral. Well, I'm actually staying at Craiggowan Lodge, a 7-room stone cottage on the edge of the Balmoral estate. The castle is open to tourists right now, but my Uncle Arthur has been gracious enough to let me stay here in the Scottish Highlands to sort out my life, to have peace and quiet, and see if I can truly figure out who I'm supposed to be, if I can figure out what will make me happy. I take a sip of my coffee, considering this thought. A year ago, I never would have done this, staying in Scotland for a month. I was all about nightclubs and uni and having fun in London. I never even thought of having another home base. There is work being done on my flat in Chelsea, and I had to move back to St. James's with Mum. She has been relentless in trying to get me to understand why she did the horrid TV interview that not only exposed my father's affair, but also took shots at Camden Tremblay, Bella's boyfriend. I couldn't stay at St. James's. You'd think a palace would be large enough to escape the hysterics of my mother, but it's not. That's just one part of my emotional turmoil that needs to be untangled, however. I have to deal with my feelings about my parents' marriage, my father's affair, my mother's betrayal in airing our dirty laundry, how I was kept in the dark about everything. And there's more. I bite my lip as other uncomfortable feelings rush to my mind. When Charlie Artham, my best friend, revealed he had romantic feelings for me, our friendship changed. Charlie is the perfect man. I should easily be able to fall in love with him. He ticks all the boxes any woman could ever want. Driven, considerate, caring, funny, handsome. But he's not my person. I know that, as much as I know I'm breathing. I can't love him as anything more than a friend. I don't want to settle for that kind of love, and neither should he. So that put some distance between us, and although he's told me he'll always be there for me, I don't think it's fair to lean on Charlie now for help. What I really have to do is learn to lean on myself. I realized I needed to be brave enough to be on my own, to sit down with my thoughts and emotions and figure out who Victoria York really is. That journey started this week here at Craiggowan Lodge. Although I have to admit, all this stillness and quiet is driving me a bit mad at the moment, I'm going to have to figure out more to do than sit with my thoughts, or it's going to be one long summer. I gather up my things and head inside the house. When I reach the kitchen, I make another cup of coffee and retrieve my phone. I grin when I see I have a missed phone call from Xander. I call him right back, as I'm excited to hear another voice besides the ones coming from the telly with my binging of Netflix at night. 1 ring. 2 rings. "How's my favorite cousin?" Xander's deep voice asks me before the phone rings again. I grin. "You say that to all of us, Xander. Girls talk, you know." "Fair point." We both laugh. "I wanted to check in with you and see how you're doing. How's Balmoral?" he asks. A rush of affection.